of Time by Julia Michaels is going to be played on the 5th fret and otherwise in standard tuning. So 5th fret capo. I'm playing this on an electric guitar. You can play it on an acoustic guitar and it would replicate relatively the same. I'm using an electric because it sounds like the recording is electric, and then also because my electric has a cutaway, and we've got to get pretty high up on the neck to play this song. Just that's the way it's played, and so it's easier to play with a cutaway. If you have a full-bodied dreadnought without the cutaway, it could be more difficult, but I think it's still capable of being accomplished even on a standard acoustic. Also, I'm going to be finger picking this song. If you want to use an actual pick, you can use an actual pick too. So first let me show you the chords that we're going to be playing, and I'm going to be speaking relative to the capo. The entire song is accomplished with just 2 fingers, ring and first finger. Ring and first finger are the fingers to use, and I'll explain why that is, or you'll see why that is later. The explanation is because you need to have seamless sliding, and it's going to be easiest to accomplish it with your first and ring finger instead of any other finger. So this may feel a little bit weird to place your fingers the way that I'm going to show you to place them, but I think it's how you best accomplish the sound. So the first chord is going to be a C chord. You're going to put your ring finger on the 5th string 3rd fret relative to our capo. So capo, 1, 2, 3, 5th string 3rd fret, and first finger on the 4th string 2nd fret relative to our capo, 1, 2. That's going to be our first chord. I'm just going to run through the chords real quick, and then I'll tell you rhythms and some of the nuances. The second chord is going to be take this exact same shape and slide it up 2 frets, 1, 2. So now your ring finger is on the 5th string 5th fret, first finger is on the 4th string 4th fret. That's going to operate as a D chord. The next chord that you need to know for this song is going to operate basically as a G chord. You're going to come up to, with your ring finger, the 10th fret relative to our capo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So ring finger on the 5th string 10th fret, first finger on the 4th string 9th fret. In all of these chords also, you'll notice that I'm using my second finger to lightly lay it across the 6th string, and that's to mute it, because I don't want the 6th string ringing out in these chords. Listen to what it sounds like with a 6th string ringing out. That doesn't really sound good, so you want to make sure that you block out the 6th string or avoid it so that it's not ringing. Anyway, back to the chords. Third chord is going to be that chord right there. 10th fret, ring finger, 9th fret, first finger of the 4th string. The next chord will be this. You're dropping your ring finger down 1 fret, and you're dropping your pointer finger down 2 frets from where it was. So your ring finger is on the 5th string relative 9 fret, your first finger is on the 4th string relative 4 fret, not 4 fret, 4th string relative 7 fret. Then you're going to take this shape for the next chord and slide it down completely, just as it is, 2 frets. Your ring finger is now on the 5th string 7th fret relative to the capo, and your first finger is on the 4th string 5th fret. And then the next chord is you will slide your ring finger down 2 more frets, but your first finger will only have slid down 1 fret. So we're now kind of in this closer together shape that we used in the first 2 chords and the 3rd chord. So this next to last chord before the whole cycle repeats is operating as a D chord. Your ring finger is back to the 5th string 5th fret, and your first finger is back to the 4th string 4th fret. Nuances of this. The very first chord, the C, you're actually going to hammer on into it, meaning that whenever you put your ring finger down on the 5th string 3rd fret, you'll leave the 4th string open. You'll strum down with your thumb or your first finger, something to strum down across strings 5, 4, and 3, and then immediately after strumming down, you'll hammer on with your first finger to the 4th string 2nd fret. After hammering on, you'll give a down up across strings 3, or across strings 4, 3, and 2. Strings 3 and 2 will be left open, and you can hear those 2 strings right there droning throughout the entirety of the song with an up down after every chord of, not up down, but down up. So the first chord will come together like, And then after the down up, you immediately pull these fingers up to the D and hit down on it. So then you do the down up again, and then repeats back to the C, hammering on into it. Back up to the D, and then you slide all the way up to this relative G note, all the way up to the 10th fret. So hit down, down, up, and then on the down up, you are then immediately sliding down. And this is why our fingers are this way. It's for the uniformity of the slide. And avoid the 6th string like I just accidentally hit. So listen how that slide came all the way down. Hit, down, up, slide, down, up, slide, down, up, slide, down, up, and then back into the C. So the slide again is down, down, up, slide, down, up, slide, down, up, slide, down, up, repeat. And it just does that over and over again. So those are the chords to What a Time by Julia Michaels. Hopefully this gives you an idea of how to approach the song.